And here we go.
That was...
Y'all two had one job.
Can't be trusted with that.
Yeah. Sad face.
Okay, let's nix this and start again. Okay, take it away, SR.
Now, you see, kids, when handling a chainsaw...
You just have to leave it at that, because the minute those words leave your mouth, you know it's just not good.
I dare somebody to take that prompt and do a draw the squad like this, or put their two favorite characters in that sort of situation. Doesn't matter who it is. Let's say it's Mr. Magoo and Miguel Gorilla. Somehow you'll get comedy gold out of it, just because it has a chainsaw.
Gorilla for sale. Got a gorilla for sale. Got a gorilla for sale. God, I haven't seen that thing. I haven't seen that commercial in forever. Holy crap!
I'm gonna write this down.
I don't know what commercial you're talking about.
I think it was on Boomerang. They had like parody music videos of the old cartoons. They had one for Magilla Gorilla. They had like this remix version of Josie and the Pussycats. I know there was a couple others, but I was 11 or so at the time, so I can't quite remember.
Do you remember the Josie one? And there's another one, an earlier Boomerang, to Soul Coughing Circles.
Oh, that's right. The other one I saw was Jabberjaw. That was it. It was those three.
Jabberjaw?
The 70s, era of the endless Scooby-Doo spin-offs and rip-offs, and it isn't Scooby-Doo, but it is Scooby-Doo, but with different characters.
And not only that, but if you look at like the backstory for Jabberjaw, if they had not done a Scooby-Doo formula, it would be an actually interesting show, because it takes place in the future with a sentient shark that hunts ghosts.
Why did they go the Scooby-Doo route?
Well, it worked once. Why not 15 times?
And people think modern day reboots are bad.
You see, the thing is that... Okay. See, my thing is that my show with the talking shark wasn't Jabberjaw. It was freaking Kenny the Shark on, like, whatever freaking channel also had Tuttenstein and Time Warp Trio. I can't even remember what the hell that was. That was just ridiculous.
Very unfamiliar to me.
Eh.
I mean, Tuttenstein sounds familiar. I just don't know what channel that would be.
Mine was like 290 something.
Let's see.
I think Discovery Channel Kids took it over. Might have been 294. I'm gonna look at that.
Let's see. Tuttenstein as for Discovery Kids. Yeah, original network, Discovery Kids.
Yep, Discovery Kids, Discovery Family. Yeah, that show's amazing.
It also aired on... Oh, never mind on that one. I was about to say it also aired on Jetix, but then it says in Europe.
Oh my god, Jetix! Oh my god, I missed that shit.
See also Kenny the Shark and Time Warp Trio. Thank you, Wikipedia.
Haha, see? Knew it.
Hello, Will. Hello, Evil Alberto.
Yo.
We got the evil one?
Like, Says it right there. Evil Alberto. I cannot roll my R's. I am sorry. And somebody has the Canker Sisters as one of their pictures, and it makes me very happy. Thank you. Yes. Yes.
I'm going to be moving some papers around because I need to look for something.
What, another list?
No. I need references for a drawing.
Oh, fun.
Because I just had an idea based on the chainsaw comment.
Yes! Fuck yes!
I love how we've completely skipped the intros because they know this nonsense already. Jesus. How far in are we? And we didn't know. Oh yeah, like almost 6 minutes in, we haven't said shit.
We were talking about ghost hunting sharks and chainsaw salesmen and nostalgic stuff.
Wonder Over Yonder Wicked, storyboards.
Oh, tonight's gonna be a good night.
You missed a pretty interesting discussion last week with the Cthulhu Dragon combo from Yu-Gi-Oh!
I still need to watch that one. Yeah.
Let's revisit Zork real quick, just because this is so absurd and ridiculous. I want to see your reaction to this. Do you know who Zork from Yu-Gi-Oh! Is, Brain Teaser?
Zork from Orc.
Oh, yes, you are in for a treat.
Let's see.
Well, what the hell?
He's not far off.
Oh, God.
Just wait. Ta-da!
This is going to be great.
Links in the chat.
Okay. Okay, copy the link address. Do I need to put this in incognito window? Is that what this is?
Just click it.
Zork the Dark One.
For anyone who's absolutely confused right now, I'm putting a link in the chat.
If anyone's confused from just listening to it after the fact, there's your homework.
So, Brain Teaser, what do you think of Zork?
There are no words and so many expletives. That is my quote for the night. You're welcome. You didn't break me. I'm just like this. Like, I know stuff from Pokemon that was tamer than this that got pulled from the show, and then this. That's hilarious.
You know, for kids.
Yes.
Instead of looking to the heart of the cards, let's look to the Cthulhu Summoning Circle. Forgive me, I know nothing of Lovecraft.
Although taking consideration that in universe in the show, Maximilian Pegasus was the person who brought dual monsters back into existence. So at some point, Maximilian Pegasus approved this character design.
If you listen closely, you can hear the sound of me face palming.
Was Maximilian hungover that day or something? Or
I think he just didn't give a fuck. He realized what he had done, and he's just like, you know what? I'm walking away. I can't deal with this shit anymore. Y'all do what you want. I'm at 85,000.
I lost to a body-swapping child, and I just lost part of my eye. I don't care. Just do whatever design you want.
And then a hopeful designer comes in and says, "Can I make an anthropomorphic floating keyring?" No, that's a bit too absurd. And then he went to the guys who made Pokemon, and that's how Klefki came into existence.
Yo.
I will not get over how ridiculous that design is. A floating keyring. That's ridiculous.
Oh, what is the new one? There is one that's very similar to Klefki.
Yeah, I think there's like he has like a devolved form where maybe it was like one key or something.
What?
I think.
No,
like
it's
the thing before Klefki. I just realized I can hear my voice echoing off of somebody's computer.
Secret Baller, Sandgeist, Full of Sand. Just.
Excuse me.
Where is he? I've yet to memorize most of the new ones yet. Comfy.
I don't.
Comfey. Let me
How do you
Google
spell
once.
that?
Comfey. I am Googling it to get a picture.
I mean, keep in mind, they already have a Pokemon that's essentially a Pokeball, but you erase the black line and put a face on it. So
Yeah.
I'm not really surprised that sometimes they get lazy as fuck.
Yeah, it's one of those things that, like, it's like, really, Gen 1ers? This is grade A design for you?
Okay.
And then, of course, there's the Pikachu family, which is literally the same face on some form of rodent.
So, floating sentient keyring, sentient pile of garbage, and in this generation, a living sentient lei, as in flower necklace.
Are you kidding me?
No, that's what Comfy is. A living flower necklace.
What the
And it's a fairy
fuck? I
type.
gotta look at this shit. I gotta look at this shit. Hold up.
Fairy type.
Hold up. Oh. Yeah, fairy types. That was a thing that happened. See, honestly, I don't even follow Pokemon that much, but there are just sometimes I'll just look at them and I'm like, what? Oh my Jesus. What even?
Are you looking at it right now, or?
Yeah, I just looked at it. Hi, Observer.
Oh yeah,
We're not talking shit on Pokemon. We're specifically going after Pokemon we feel have lazy designs. Because honestly, this is a free-form live event, so we're just gonna kind of see how the conversation flows.
Yep, pretty much. Well, I set you as a moderator, so I think you should be able to post a link now.
Sorry, is your TV on again?
Yeah. And I'm trying to figure out how to reduce background noise, but so far, not much.
See, well, there you go.
Oh yeah, this guy, the trippy ice cream Pokemon thing.
Vanillux.
Oh.
See, I'm surprised I haven't seen a lot of people making sausage party jokes with that thing. It's PC! Yo, dude!
Hey, PC, what up?
Probably back my clipboard away from the mic while I'm drawing.
Ooh.
Ah, that's true, Observer. I will I will say this much, really, with how many different Pokemon there are, there's bound to be a couple of questionable designs or ideas that pop up. There are a lot of really, really cool ones and clever ones out there, as well as the really creepy ones. I've been looking up I've been looking up some of the creepy ones lately, like Phantom, Yamask. I know one of them is insanely creepy, in saying that after a person dies, their spirit becomes this Pokemon, and they carry around what was left of their face, or that's Pokemon Index.
Oh yeah, your mask.
Poke Index entry.
Gracious.
Oh, Hone Edge.
See, I just have to laugh because Anime America actually has a couple of top 10 Pokemon lists, and one of them is the laziest Pokemon, and some of these I just have to laugh my ass off at. Let's see. Klefki was one of them. The trash one was one of them. What else? I guess it's like the one that looks like a Pokeball is one of them.
Voltorb or Electrode?
Both.
I'm going to throw an interesting question out for everybody. If you were a Pokemon trainer, what Pokemon would be on your tops list?
Swampert.
Or what would be your must-haves?
Swampert.
Why Swampert?
My favorite. Sapphire is one of my favorite ones, and Swampert's one of my first level 100s. Basically, I marked the game down at one point in the game where all I needed was my Swampert, my Blaziken, and my Rayquaza, and that was it for the Elite Four.
Nice.
Shoot.
Rayquaza on the first two, Swampert on the last two, and then a combination of Blaziken and either Swampert or Rayquaza on the last.
For playback purposes, here's some of the entries from the comments section. Will says Snorlax, PC the Unicorn says Greninja, and the Observer says Darkrai and Lucario.
I was waiting for someone to put down a legendary.
Hey, why not?
Yo, true. Shoot. I don't know who I'd want.
I want to go
It's like-
to my team.
No, I have to laugh because on DeviantArt I recently had a journal where you use like random on Pokemon generator to make teams for your OCs, and I'm just laughing my ass off at some of those. Oh, we got Tristan. Hey. Let's see.
Hey, Tristan.
Oh, and Evo Alberto answers with Torkoal.
Torkoal.
Yo.
Ooh, yeah, this is one I'd want too.
God damn it, Will.
Oh, come on, man. If you could catch a legendary, you'd catch a legendary.
Legit. Let's see. You know what? I'm not even sure if I can answer this question. I like barely touched the series cards or otherwise as is, so I don't really have much of a frame of reference. I'll tell you what I don't want. I don't want a Mew because those bitches are sneaky. I don't want that.
I'll admit that I don't have much of a frame of reference myself. Just a second, I need to go take care of something real quick.
Cool.
Well, true, PC. But then again, if Ash won, then really that'd be the end of his journey. They couldn't market him anymore, and that would be the end of the series.
They can just do what Naruto did and make it his child.
What? What did I just miss?
PC made a comment about any of you watch the Pokemon anime? If so, how mad were you when Ash lost the Kalos League? Personally, I did the only logical reasonable thing to make a rant video on how Ash should have won. SR made the comment of, well, true, but if he won, then that would basically be the end of his journey, and they couldn't market him anymore. So I said, well, they can just do what they did with Naruto, make the next season about his child.
Very true. Everybody could be a winner chicken dinner. Have Ash win the championship, get together with Serena, I think the newest love interest is called, and then it'd be following their kid on his or her miscellaneous adventures.
Well,
Jesus.
Well, originally the plan was to have Ash for only the Kanto series, but then the Porygon episode happened, and that they went on hiatus for a while, and then they decided to just stick with Ash.
Mm-hmm.
So if we didn't have that hiatus, chances are for Johto we would have gotten Gold, and for Hoenn we would have gotten either Ruby or Sapphire, etc., etc.
Mm-hmm. Apparently we have a Dawn and Ash shipper in the house.
Not really going to touch too much on shipping and stuff for Pokemon. I'll admit that I really don't know much about Serena or Amore shipping or this shipping or Ash in a tree stump and
Jesus.
I'm being a bit ridiculous there. In short, I'm just saying I don't really know much about it. I wouldn't know enough to comment.
I just find it funny because I think it was Diamond and Pearl was like the one series I may have actually watched. I know I didn't finish it, but that was the one that I was definitely watching. Okay, PC says, hey, if Yu-Gi-Oh! have the balls to replace their main character every year, then why not Ash? What's horrible about it is that the entire series hyped up that Ash was going to win-win. Watch my video. I don't know. I may not get it. Have you seen the new Power Rangers movie? If you mean the trailer, yes, I have, and I am not entirely sure how to feel about it, honestly. Because it looks cool, but part of me has a bit of contention. Well, I guess I'm just a little iffy on the way that they're portraying the Rita Repulsa. Because on the one hand, badass. On the other hand, so far it just does not hold the charm for me that the original Rita does. So I'm going to see what they do with it when some kind of material with more of her has on.
PC, I got a copy of Journal 3. Loving it so far. So many ridiculous side comments on Ford's part about certain things. I love it.
Oh, did you get to the secret that they have in there yet?
I have not, and not going to be putting any spoiler material or anything out there because I want to encourage people to throw money at this thing so Alex Serge continues making awesome cartoons and maybe some spin-off stuff about Gravity Falls.
Okay, but do you actually know what I'm talking about?
I do not. Haven't reached that point yet.
Okay. Because I don't have the journal. One of the advisor for one of the clubs at my college does. And the only reason I know the secret that's in there is because I watch certain channels on the YouTubes. Let's see what else. Have any of you seen the art style for the Sun and Moon anime? What do you think of it? I have not seen it, and I'm probably not going to look at it only because I really have no interest in Pokemon whatsoever. I would have loved if they did it like Digimon. I don't know entirely what that means. I didn't watch a lot of Digimon.
I'll admit that I've been kind of curious about Pokemon X and Y here recently. I've seen it popping up, and I talked to one of my buddies about this, and he described what exactly drew so many people in. Apparently, Ash was going to have his big battle and finally win for once, that they had a more definitive and fleshed out romance than they have in other parts of the anime. And I watched some of the first episode, and definitely has quite a few callbacks or the same kind of vibe and feel as what the original Pokemon series did. I can see how it would tap into somebody's nostalgia towards the original series. As for Sun and Moon, I've seen the promo poster, but that's just about it. No real comment on it, since I haven't seen enough of X and Y quite yet to really... Can't really weigh too much on this discussion. Just been kind of casually curious.
Hello, Kylie, and I have not heard rumors of a possible Gravity Falls comic book series, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did it.
That'd be great.
She got a fan.
That'd be great if they did Gravity Falls comics, because then they could. Because Alex Hirsch mentioned that there was a storyline that they weren't able to do. Like, they weren't able to figure out how to do. It was Grunkle Stan robbing a bank with Wendy.
What the hell?
So that's something that they.
I need the context.
Even Hirsch doesn't provide context.
Jesus.
But that's something they could do in the comics.
Shut up, phone. Get away.
I would love to see if they ever made a couple of Gravity Falls shorts, just Stan and Wendy robbing a bank with no context or setup, just how they got away from the police, or just more of Gloves and Durlin. That'd just be great. Just
Good gracious. Okay.
This is an interesting post. Frankenstein and a mermaid.
What? Where are you seeing this?
It popped up on my Tumblr feed. I'm going to put a link to this.
Ah. Didn't get any tabs. I did boop boop.
I really do need to finish that novel. I'm still on the last chapter. Procrastination.
A creepy voice saying something about... Okay.
Stars TV.
Oh, not so.
Oh, this is adorable. Frankenstein.
A lot of Cartoon Network shows are ending. What do you think about a new era of shows starting? This is a comment, or rather question, from Evil Alberta.
Hold on a second. Well, I mean, I guess it leaves room for new and creative things to come in, but that doesn't necessarily mean that there's going to be new things and not another bunch of reboots. Not that I'm against reboots, but I'm curious to see what they'll do.
Yeah, because I can't really. I mean, it'd be nice if we had an idea of what's coming. Because I can't really think of any new shows that are coming up other than OKKO.
I mean, Samurai Jack.
Yeah, that's Adult Swim though. So
Let's see if there's a rundown of upcoming Cartoon Network shows.
Whoa, 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 what? Ben 10's getting rebooted again?
yep.
The fuck? Why? I thought Omniverse bombed. Or whatever the hell the last one was.
Omniverse, and it wasn't that bad. But I guess because he's getting older, you can't really market it that to kids. So
Coming Cartoon Network shows. No, I think that.
Some lovely infomercials you're listening to, SR. God.
This.
if you have back problems,
I don't want to
Yeah.
jump too much on this. Or no, I'm pretty sure that that's false. Okay, yeah, I don't think this is a reliable source. I was looking at I'm looking for something giving a rundown of upcoming Cartoon Network shows. Have yet to find anything definitive. What I found, one of the claims on there seemed so ludicrous that definitely not a legitimate source.
I gotcha. Let's see. Aww. Kylie, you're killing me with your cute. Jesus, help. Be kind of funny and ironic if CN becomes the new Nick. I think it'd be depressing if Cartoon Network became the new Nick. Ugh.
I don't think it's headed in that particular direction.
nah, more like the next Disney XD.
Damn. Oh, speaking of, well, I think this is coming on Disney XD anyway. The guys behind Phineas and Ferb are doing something new that I'm kind of curious to look at.
Oh yeah, Milo Murphy's Law. Yeah, I saw the first three episodes. Yeah, it's pretty good.
I don't have to investigate that.
Kids cartoon.
I've seen the first couple of episodes of Milo Murphy's Law so far. It's a pretty fun series. They have a formula going for it already. If it goes in the same vein as what Phineas and Ferb did, I don't think I'm going to be a consistent viewer since I'm not really too big on the rinse repeat formula. But it's a pretty upbeat show. I like it so far. Something to watch in the background.
And it's got Weird Al.
What?
That was the entire selling point. Weird Al voicing the lead character. Hell yes.
Oh my god, now I need to see this. Jesus.
Though,
Yes.
what's even more surprising is that you'd expect a character voiced by Weird Al to be incredibly eccentric or zany, but Milo is incredibly down-to-earth and pretty reserved. It's just the kind of circumstance or set of circumstances or hand he's been dealt that's really crazy and out there. Al's voice fits surprisingly well.
That doesn't frankly surprise me, and that's what makes me happy. Oh, that's right. Somebody asked. I haven't really looked at. Wait, I thought it was Mighty Magiswords or something. I haven't really looked into it either way, but I'm
Yeah,
sure
I
it's
really checked
okay.
out that one myself.
I've only seen one episode, but but then again, I usually give shows 3 episodes. You got 3 episodes to wow me.
3 stacks, bye, bitch. Bye, bye,
wonder-
bye, bye.
I wonder if Fairy Tale would pass that test for you.
I've read the first couple of volumes.
Oh,
And
Every time I'd give it back to my brother going,
I haven't really looked into Fairy Tale myself, but I've seen certain GIFs that I'm just like, I need the context for this shit.
I can imagine that there's certain things that come to mind. Okay, if there's a way to describe Fairy Tale in a nutshell, fan service. Fuck yeah, friendship speeches. And just a pretty good time if you're not expecting a really in-depth, deep story. Some of the characters get development, and it has its ups and downs. But by episode 50, I kind of trailed off and dropped it because I just couldn't take one more fuck yeah friendship speech from Natsu. I just couldn't.
I mean, one of the reasons why I kind of give the show a pass is because for a while I was listening to this weekly manga recap podcast on Channel Awesome, and at one point they mentioned that the hiatus or the time skip for Fairy Tale happened after an apocalypse dragon destroyed the guild, and they didn't do anything other than holding hands in a circle and saying how good friendship is. I'm just like, oh dear God, no. Why?
Oh, God. Just for the record, fuck yeah, friendship speeches aren't bad. It's just how much Fairy Tale drives it into the dirt. Please note that I like the fuck yeah friendship speeches if they're done well. I like how My Little Pony Friendship is Magic handles it. I like how Hunter x Hunter handles the themes of friendship, but oh, okay, don't get me started on Hunter x Hunter. I've been fangirling over that ridiculously for the past month or so. It set the bar for shonens for me. I swear it did.
Observer, I need context of what you're talking about, sweetie. I know what you mean by some people like those speeches, but the other one... I don't really know.
I haven't really watched the newer episodes or later seasons of Friendship is Magic. I'm just talking about when it was first getting started and it wasn't bad. Even Fairy Tale, it wasn't too bad the first couple of times. It just... It gets old by the 50th episode. And it's not just Natsu that makes the speeches anymore. It's everybody and their idiot brother. Gah!
Oh, gracious.
I mean, today's episode had delved a little bit into Applejack's past and didn't even show the parents.
What the hell?
Come on, writers. We know they're dead. Acknowledge it.
See, I find that funny because I literally watch the fandom more than I watch the show, and one of the guys I watch does episode reviews, and I'm actually probably going to look into his once this is over with. This man help us all. Well, this wolf, I guess. Oh, PC is asking everyone's favorite pony. His is Pinkie Pie. I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one. Did I miss anything?
I'm going to cheat and say Discord.
Yes. Well, he is part pony, so you're not wrong. John Delancey is our king.
He is our king and savior. We must all worship him, for he is a god.
I think there's some kind of con going on where John Delancey plans on making an appearance.
Ooh, interesting.
I need to go to that con. I am hell-bent on getting that man's autograph. I don't care if I have to wait in the line all day to do it.
Just do it.
You can do it.
God.
Flufflepup is great. Flufflepup, FTW.
I'm gonna go with Ants. I'm gonna go with Cosmologic.
Let's see. In show, I believe my favorite pony is. God damn. Shoot, I don't know. Okay, in the fandom, my favorite pony is Josh Scorcher, aka Commander Firebrand. In show. That's hard.
Go, go, go.
Again, I would
go, go, go.
What the hell?
Some ridiculous older cartoon my dad introduced me to once.
Fun. I'm going to assume that I guess I don't have a favorite pony from the show. Okay, whatever. Will, are you making a reference, sir?
I think he's making a reference to one of the infomercials.
Oh, there's the Tootsie Pop owl.
Like the world may never know, but we know now. Someone's actually done it.
What is a magic number?
Well, now I have to look it up. All right, Google.
But can't it vary?
Probably.
Very true, it can.
How many it take to get to this?
Because remember I tried it once, and I got some ridiculous number. And I was so unsure if that sounded right, I ended up not voicing it to anybody. And at this point, I've completely forgotten what it was.
I remember going to a magic show once.
Between 2,000 and 3,000 licks.
2,000 and 3,000? Huh.
Or between 1,000 to 3,000.
Lovely. What the hell?
Although the University of Michigan stated 411.
Okay, I feel like they all have different definitions of licks.
And then Swarthmore Junior High School with 144. And Purdue at between 364 and 252.
Huh.
Good Lord.
I remember going to a magic show once, and the magician called somebody out from the audience and asked them to lick a Tootsie Pop, and he had this little ticker that they'd record on, or sort of keep track of how many licks it took him on. I don't remember what the final count was, but just wanted to bring that up because it's relevant, I suppose.
Oh my God. An entire section of a magic show dedicated to that?
Well, this
Wow.
is going on in the background. He gave him the Tootsie Pop at the beginning, and then asked him to relay what the ticker said near the end of the magic show. It was a part of it, not the entire thing.
Now excuse me while I cackle at the comment section.
Anything Sonic related, I'm not touching that with the 39.5-foot pole. I'm sorry. Somebody else can tackle that subject.
I don't know crap about Sonic. Are you kidding me?
Okay, this discussion is shelved and can be covered on somebody else's podcast. Thank you.
Yeah, if y'all gonna take this conversation outside, boys.
Okay, I'm
Other
gonna
news.
link to something in the comments section. Evil Alberto just reblogged some promotional art for a upcoming cartoon on Cartoon Network. Looks pretty interesting. There's a gal with blue highlights in her hair and a pin in her mouth, and the promo says "villainous."
Yeah, I remember seeing that on one of my feeds.
Here's the link to the promotional art for anyone interested in looking at that. Definitely
I'm gonna
curious
need
to
to
see where this
investigate
goes.
Copy link. Da, 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 da.
Definitely like this particular artist's stylization. I don't want to judge too much from just the promotional artwork, though if I were, I'm half tempted to say that the show might have a similar humor style or even overall stylization as to what Star Versus has.
Okay, I'm looking it up now, and it seems some people think it's a hoax. So I don't know.
Well, the art style is very, I guess, complicated for Cartoon Network's usual style.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm going
just
to
thought
investigate that for a minute. I mean, it sounds cool, so I'm gonna have to investigate this for a minute.
Hope it's real.
If
If it's a show about supervillains, hell yes, I'm on board. League of Super
League
Evil.
of Super Evil.
Loser forever. That was the name for bands, or the band name of the show. League of Super Evil Recruit. Loser.
Ooh.
Find something?
Villainous first ever short form show from Cartoon Network Mexico. Oh, apparently there was some kind of release or something. Announced they have greenlit their first ever short form animated show during a session at the Pixel Animation. Yep, looks like it's real.
Awesome.
Nothing's been posted by Cartoon Network officially yet, but it seems to be real.
Holy crap. The original promotional art that was put up and shared on Tumblr, if you go to the source link, nothing pops up. It's taken down. That's a sign. That's a sign right there.
Well, Barrow says, wait, I think the original post was deleted.
Cartoon Network may have told him that, don't put anything out there yet. We don't want you putting stuff out. Wait until we roll out the official announcement. Maybe that's what's up with that.
And of course, someone decided to break their confidentiality code or whatever. Because people don't know how to shut their damn mouths.
Hairstyles.
Oh, is this your chainsaw thing again?
Yeah, I'm having to design 2 characters that I would have to design anyways, but now I have to rush the process.
Why?
Because I haven't designed them yet. I just have a rough idea.
Okay,
Oh
PC,
god, we're getting a shipping question.
PC weighing in on that. Mordecai is fine as a single Pringle.
Thank
He can
you!
stay single. He can stay single. I was happy to see resolution for Benson's love life, but that's the only character whose love life I gave a damn about. Next to Skips.
Wait, are we sure Benson really had resolution considering what happened in the finale?
He had a resolution in one of the newer episodes, episode 10, I believe. I watched that last night.
Okay, I might need to catch up then. The last thing I remember is them in space.
Yep, in one of the newer episodes, it shows Benson talking to his new love interest girlfriend. I will admit that I'm not particularly happy with where that left off, but I'm glad that it got at least some kind of closure or resolution. I like CJ, but the whole love triangle thing left off on such a sour note, and it was so... Ugh. Mordecai's just...
That was not handled well.
Yeah.
I'm too busy looking at Wriggling to care.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I rescind my previous comment. Wriggling OTP for this show. Just any other characters aside from Rigby. Benson was the second one that I was hoping that he'd at least get some kind of resolution or some kind of break. Unfortunately, he doesn't, but I'm not gonna spoil anything.
Hey, nobody is the new anybody. All y'all special snowflakes.
We're not having a discussion about Donald Trump.
Okay, the comments. I had to look up for a bit.
SR got lost.
Well, I was also checking my references. I got
I know.
I got character reference, and then I got a picture of an emu chick.
Jesus.
It's for character design.
No, it's not that. I'm still watching the chat like, dear God.
Oh, I just found it. I was just amused by emu.
An emo emu. I'm sure that exists. I'm gonna quickly Google image that.
Okay, well, I'm going to share your comments because this is just... But we need to make Nick great again. Go alone to keep SpongeBob out.
Frankly, I'm more scared of Fairly Odd Parents, if anything.
Well, as I told him, my brother asked me if the Turtle show was canceled, and I'm like, it's probably on hiatus. Like, why? I'm like, well, Nick really doesn't care about any other show unless you live in a pineapple under the sea.
Or Dimsdale.
Timmy was an average kid, and we're gonna introduce 60 other different characters and lazily rehash the theme song to include this Mary Sue character.
Oh. See, this is the thing. I haven't even watched the show for years, but when I saw the announcement, I'm just like, well, actually, I think I knew the show lost it when Sparky became a thing. That's when I knew the show lost it.
I'd say it happened sooner than that. As soon as, getting into some of the later Poop episodes.
Yeah.
Actually, when Poop was introduced, Impreg! Why the fuck does... Ah! I don't cover some of this shit. I don't cover this shit because just... No. I think Hitcher and Pie Guy are nuts for delving as far into SpongeBob or Fairly Odd Parents as what they have. Major kudos to them, man. I could not do it.
See, I thought the boy fairy thing was hilarious, honestly. If only because it would lead to the whole Cosmo in the hospital going like, this is not a beautiful moment! I lost it. His facial features. Jesus, that was all. I don't know why I keep mentioning godly figures today. What the hell?
You know, there's
PC.
There was probably someone that was like, let's introduce a baby. Well, no, we can't do that because then parents would have to explain why Wanda's pregnant. I know. Let's have Cosmo have the baby. brilliant. And then suddenly, how did a boy have a baby? Oh crap! We didn't think this through.
And actually, plus with poof came anti-poof, which I thought, Jesus, yes, anti-poof is fabulous. Or at least at certain points, because I didn't stay that long, honestly.
Same here. I will admit I like anti-poof. He is fantastic. It's with some of his better writing. But after that, just...
Oh my God.
Will, you're killing me!
Isn't he always at some point?
No, Billy, it's called a beer gut.
But you're good. But you're good.
Okay, just for context, Will made the comment, "Daddy, I don't want a brother," and this is in context with Cosmo getting pregnant on Fairly Odd Parents. Some kid thinking that their dad is.
And that's when the parents turn off the TV.
And that's how Equestria was made.
Oh!
I'm still impressed Aggie and Mars remember that joke.
Nice.
Hey, there we go.
Good Lord.
All right, I think I got the good character design down. Just gonna put this to the side.
Yay! Hey! Okay.
Okay, if you're determined to bring up shipping stuff, has anyone seen the newest episodes of Star vs. the Forces of Evil?
Yes.
The dare thing?
Truth box up. Huh?
I said the truth or dare thing?
Yep.
Or the newest.
Either one.
I'm caught up.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm Starco, yeah, but at the same time, I'm like, it's a little open-ended for me.
Same here. I chalk it up as, yes, you can consider this some kind of hint in the same vein as the ominous Mariner comment and a couple of other things. Most of them have been fairly open-ended.
Well, yeah, because if they actually confirm anything, then some form of shipper is going to rage. But if you leave it open, then everyone gets a chance to interpret it differently, and fans are happy.
Oh, good luck keeping people from raging. There's already fans raging.
It's just true.
You're not when it comes to shipping stuff, you're not able to make anybody happy. Everybody's upset or bent out of shape about something.
There's just some ships you do not want to touch, because once you get into the discussion of any of that particular ship, you are going to get some polarizing shit.
Oh, yeah. I stay away from Jaspada for that reason.
I never touch that shit. You kidding me?
Or actually, Jaspadot, Jaspis. I meant to say Jaspis. That's that's one of the it's one thing to talk about Pearl and Mare Dewey, but Jasper and Lapis, oh boy.
Oh my god. Observer, stop killing me. God damn it. Sad face. Although it's actually kind of funny because, like, the very first time I watched Ruby and I saw Zhang getting introduced, I'm like, are they gonna make these two like the main shipping peeps? And then the story progressed. I'm like, oh, okay, no.
Which, speaking of Ruby, have y'all seen the trailer for season 4?
I
Or is
have.
it-
Yes, and I'm so happy. Well, actually, come to think of it, I think I'm behind on Red versus Blue, and I need to catch up on that shit. Just because, yes.
PC, I'm with you on the Gurren Lagann ending. Yeah!
The what now?
Gurren Lagann, the ending.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, Gurren
Legit.
Lagann is a. Okay, how do I describe this? It's-
Drills. That's how to describe it. Drills, and more drills. I guess. I don't know. I've never seen it. But
I know it's not actually related, but when I think Lagann, I think Young Justice and that whole mess. Oof. Lagann didn't do anything wrong. Why the hell do you have to do that?
Yeah. This would be an appropriate interim for the enchiladas gift if I still had it.
No! God damn it, why'd you have to mention that thing? You know what's gonna happen when you mention that thing.
Yes.
Although I guess it's some kind of revenge, so I'll let this one slide. Oh, there it goes. He's starting.
Just for the record, enchiladas is a bad in-joke. It's one of those obscure references. You know, everybody has that obscure reference that they share with each other. Another one is pineapples. There's one friend that I bring up pineapples around and he starts groaning or he teases me back about it. Another in-joke. To give some context, there's a certain scene in Total Drama World Tour where Alejandro makes out with a pineapple.
Oh my god, that thing.
It's so weird that been referencing that for years. I used to be a hardcore Alejandro Heather shipper. Probably the worst I've ever gotten with shipping. My friend teases me mercilessly about it now.
My question about that scene is, how did he not cut his tongue on the spines?
The Gene Simmons tongue can do anything.
God, don't put that mental image in my head.
Oh, if you're looking for more in fantastic tongue humor, check out the latest episode of Star Versus with the Buff Frog. Oh my god, there's a certain scene, it just kills me every time. It got flagged as explicit and sexual on Tumblr.
Oh my god.
Wait, is it the one where he's taking the keys?
Yes!
I'm so left out, but that sounds hilarious.
You need to see this episode. This will be the second podcast that I would die. Oh god, if I don't stop now, I'm going to have a laughing fit.
Yeah, you're already getting weird looks from Observer via emoji.
You see the unicorn in regards to Janet and Marco. I think there's a possibility for something to happen there. I think there might be something.
Well, not
I
as
don't
long
watch
as-
the show, so I'm not entirely sure.
Actually, no. God, my brain switched things up for a second there. I thought you said Jackie. I'm thinking of Jackie here. I think there's ambiguity for that, but Jana, I don't know.
As long as Marco still has a thing for Jackie Lynn Thomas, then more than likely he won't go for Janet. All the more good for Janet to go with Star.
Ah,
Oh, I'm rooting for Jan Star if Starco doesn't happen.
I'm rooting for either Star and Janet or Star and Jackie Lynn Thomas. One of those
Observer, yeah, you really don't want to know. I'm not kidding.
For more information, let's see, which one was it? I'm gonna say the Miraculous Ladybug one.
Yep, I think that's where it first got brought up.
Maybe?
Yep. I quickly clicked on it, and yes, it is.
Miraculous Ladybug, pretty much what happens in that one, that's what I'm like when I'm hyper.
PC, what the hell are you talking about?
Oh, I'm going to put a link to that one of my buddies put up. There is several things put out about Miraculous Ladybug from the New York Comic-Con. Several spoilers or tidbits. I'm going to read through it as well.
I'm not listening. I
Okay,
refuse to look at these spoiler things.
now
Alright,
would
I'll
be the
look at
time
it.
to plug your ears if you don't want to hear spoilers.
I'm just gonna mute, and when you're done, just put a thing in the chat saying that, okay, we're done, you can come back now. I'll be back, children's. Bye!
Alright.
Alright, here's the list of the spoilers for Miraculous Ladybug. Chloe Bourgeois is the hero Queen Bee. Alia is Volpina. Fox Kwame will be named Trix. Peacock Kwame will be named Dusu or You can just look at the name, you just click the link and look at the name. New villains, the Collector and Style Queen. There will be more about Adrian's mom in the Christmas episode. We will find out more about Chloe's mom this season. And Miraculous Ladybug Christmas episode musical will be coming out this December. Okay, that's the end of the spoilers.
I'm starting my own vineyard. Invites her into a farm.
Okay.
Is this because I'm coming to me? So, Frankie, you're valuable to me, but I needed somebody with a different kind of experience. Somebody who's good with banks.
Yeah,
Let's give Brian Peaser a heads up.
Oh, great. Now I have a rather interesting idea with the Alia thing.
Do it.
Well, what if Hawkmoth decides to activate Lady Wi-Fi whilst, and at the same time, Alia is Volpina?
Oh! Yes! Yes!
Then you get two conflicting Miraculi. And then, of course, it's like, ugh, Chloe getting Miraculi power. Hopefully it makes her a better person. Though I'm not holding my breath.
Definitely curious to see how that plays out. Definitely.
I mean, if her hero name is Queen Bee, then that instantly makes me think of the Bonnie bots from Kim Possible.
I'm crazy.
Alright. Well, I guess PC.
I'll take such good care of it, I promise you.
I'd say Pacific only because of similar character, in a
Oh, wow.
sense.
Pacifica is already Ladybug in this particular AU.
That's what I get for not knowing.
Yeah, that's Sorrento. It's gorgeous. You got this.
Oh, there's Niftali, or Sky,
No, we handled everything at closing.
I think, right?
Figure it's just me
So-
here now.
Tolly! Yo!
Hey, Sky, what's up?
Do-do-do-do.
It's like you made a good friend.
Hmm.
Took my phone.
I'll let him take your phone.
We didn't take it.
Mother's done.
I don't think he likes it.
Oh, here's
Scrooge.
here's a question. Everyone's favorite character from the Loud House.
This is my land.
I bought it. I'm full time.
This question was from PC the Unicorn.
I'm actually rewatching the show.
I need to see the show.
I'm gonna go with character as in character in general, or character as in the Loud siblings.
Why not both?
I just signed papers with the closing attorney.
All right. Let's see. Da-da-da-da-da. Well, with the Loud siblings, it'd have to be a tie between Lucy and Luann. And then non-Loud sibling, I'd have to say... give me a bit. This will take a while.
Do, 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 do.
I got the wiki up real quick.
If it was really the show, you'd have been out of town already.
And cue the guitar solo.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I guess I'd have to go with either Ronnie Ann or Clyde, since those are the only non-Loud siblings that are actually developed.
True. If there's any, I'd like to see some development for Bobby. There was some interesting potential in one of the newer episodes when he was kind of doing the brotherly bonding thing with Lincoln. Definitely would like to see a bit more there.
True. And of course, Lori could have easily solved it by calling in Ronnie Ann. Quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Quickly, distract Lincoln.
Oh damn. Yo, Shank! Hey boy!
My favorite Loud sibling is Lisa, because I have a soft spot for ridiculously smart characters. And, or rather, just one set up like what she is. She has some kind of crazy experiment going on all the time. She uses big words to describe things. She sits in the same character archetype as what Double D does. In regards to favorite side character, definitely Ronnie Ann. Definitely her. She's gotten more character development.
Yo.
Plus, it doesn't hurt that Lisa's voiced by Kari from Digimon.
I never would have guessed.
One of the joys of voice acting.
Yeah, it's really hard whenever you've got a character, a voice that's like really defined, and then you go over to another show and people are able to pick on it. Then they're like, "Oh, that's that character." Well, now all I can see is this. Because like when rewatching The Life and Times of Juniper Lee, Kari from Digimon was the voice for June, and every time for a while at least. I wouldn't hear Junifer Lee. I'd just hear Kare from Digimon.
That's like me for most every Kevin Michael Richardson character ever. I'm kind of happy to say that though, because he is fantastic.
Have you seen him in Randy Cunningham?
I have not. I've seen him in Batman the Brave and the Bold, New TMNT, Batman from 2004, and I think my very first experience with him was Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go.
Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce.
Hyperforce Go. Okay, so you know how Kevin Michael Richardson is usually known for playing characters with deep, gruff sounding voices?
Yes.
Well, he plays in Randy Cunningham Ninth Grade Ninja the evil genius scientist who works for Handel McFist, Viceroy. It is hilarious. And because he goes from playing characters like the current Shredder, it's like I shall hunt down Splinter, to going to Viceroy with
Take your time, honey.
It's also been a while since I've seen this show, so I'm trying to figure out how the line went. It's like, who does that boy think he is? I could atomize him. I could protonize him. I could tell his daddy on him.
So,
And I'm trying to contain laughter, so that was a terrible one.
Jesus.
so from Shredder to Gideon Gleeful.
Oh my god.
A bit more of a sassy Gideon.
Yes!
So, if anything, I'd recommend checking out Randy Cunningham for Viceroy.
I'm gonna have to investigate this later.
Kiss cartoon.
All right, another favorite character question. Who is your favorite character in Ruby?
Why? Shit.
In your favorite bit.
I like Wise.
I'm gonna go with Ruby, only because like the red trailer is what got me interested in it.
Hmm. Wait, is Viceroy one word, 2 words?
One word.
Okay.
So,
I'm just gonna. I need to bookmark this for later.
Also, the show was the art direction was done by Jonan Vasquez of Invader Zim. So
I need to watch
Yes.
this show right now. Why haven't I watched this yet?
I don't know. Why haven't you watched this yet? Actually, why haven't I watched this yet? Same.
because Disney XD is terrible at advertising shows.
Fair. That's fair. Well, this is gonna be a long stream. I think the longest we went was like 4 hours. Let's be real.
I think that was the first one.
No, that was like something in the middle. It was like no, because the first one was just me and Scrooge, and I know they didn't go for 4 hours.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yes, the second one is for about 4 hours.
Just going to say this much, not going to pass any longer than the 2 hour or 2.5 hour mark.
well, it shouldn't be so bad if Nate stays on his 10 acres.
The second longest is 3 hours with the 10th one. Favorite cartoons.
Yes.
Favorite cartoons?
Yeah, I was gonna mention.
Oh yeah. I remember doing a favorite cartoon characters and having Bacon and Eric co-host or make a special guest appearance on there.
Actually, of course, the second one was 4 hours long. We were doing Stephen Bomb.
decision comes in my favor, and when it does, he'll be out of there so fast. 2 months.
Trying to do a rundown of like 10, 20 episodes. Just, yeah.
We can't let him have all 20 acres.
Never doing that again.
We need to protect your interests.
Well, I don't know. I mean, we went through about 2 weeks and about 2 hours for the Stephen Atom bomb.
Yeah.
Two very stuck individuals.
I guess actually the contributing factor is the size. Because the Stephen Atom bomb one, the 2-hour one, was just pretty much Scrooge and I. And with Brain Teaser coming in towards the end, whilst the Stephen Bomb one was all 4 of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd do it.
I will never get tired of that Beach City Mean Girls picture. I really won't. So yeah, you're right. I think it was Stephen Bomb was the longest. Then came favorite cartoons and anime. I believe the third place was where I just saw it. What the hell? Oh, the Ladybug Swarm one. Or Scrooge and moi.
I have been so tempted to kind of snip it from there about Adrian's tramp stamp and the face painting thing and making a bit of an animatic to that.
Oh God, that thing.
Just thinking about it.
When is it home? Are you moving here? Take up a lot of room in the cooking. That's the sleeping arrangement.
Alberto, you okay over there, honey? Look at you making a sad face.
As per the survey, this bedroom sits on the Clean English? It's my son.
Hey, our Powell.
Oh, he asked about Dan versus its status.
Oh,
It did.
yeah, that one got canceled. I don't think it's coming back. I'm
Shame
disappointed
too.
about that too, man. Speaking of shows that got trash canned way too soon, I just remembered one of the most depressing fandom experiences I've ever had. Robot and Monster. That show premiered back in October 2012, or rather January 2012, I believe. It got advertised it got quite a bit of press and advertisement when it first came out. But around December 2013, or December 2012 or so, Nickelodeon didn't advertise it as much. I remember having conversations with fellow fans about when is the next episode going to premiere. There'd be episode descriptions and synopses up on television schedules, official sites, fan sites. Day comes around, episode didn't premiere. Had to face every scheduled slot with a healthy dose of skepticism.
She's come a long way.
Hmm.
Path that is entirely your own. But could it all fall apart?
That's odd.
The season finale of Chesapeake Shores tomorrow night.
In regards to what happened to Robot and Monster, Nickelodeon did originally greenlight a second season, but they just stopped it halfway through. They pretty much just pulled the plug prematurely on it.
The heck? That's weird. Oh, bye, Natalie.
See, this guy probably gonna have another podcast next Saturday. Just kind of tentative to say. Got something going on next Saturday.
Oh. Boop, boop, boop.
Let's see, what is next Saturday?
15th.
Okay, it's the All right. I just got fall break next week, so working days,
Huh. Let's
Nice.
see.
which means I have to be at work by 8 a.m.
Same. That's usually when I have to come into work no matter what.
Yeah.
So,
You see, I'm technically on a break, but only because I live in Florida, and everyone thought that we were going to get demolished by Matthew, and then literally we lost power for less than 24 hours, and it wasn't even, and didn't even get lost until like midnight.
Damn.
Kind of, yeah. And then literally I was spending most of today helping my brother and my dad pick potted plants and set them back up right. Because literally it didn't really do any damage, but it looks like a tornado went through the landscape and just knocked a bunch of shit over.
Oh, fun.
Ah, see, Powell knows what I'm talking about. And Will. Both the Powells know what I'm talking about.
Will's making
Sticky
reference
buddy.
to some kind of series of articles he likes to reference. Florida man.
Oh, Jesus.
In other
Florida
words,
man.
crazy crap that happens in Florida.
Oh, I know the feeling. Like, I don't live in any of the advertised places, but if you watch anything like World's Dumbest or Top 20 Most Shocking, a good fourth or third of the clips are gonna be from somewhere in Florida. This is my life.
Well, hell, Nash from Radio Dead Air, he's got the show like WTF is wrong with you, and it talks about headlines in the news, and he's got a segment. Here's a story from, you guessed it, Florida.
I need to investigate.
I remember a Florida news story from a while back that I discussed with Will one time. Oh, definitely clicking on that link.
Why? What's up?
Georgia man arrested after argument over how to make grilled cheese sandwich. This is what Will linked to. Click on it. Click on it now.
I'm investigating.
As for the crazy Florida story, if I remember right, there was a drunk, naked guy, or somebody who robbed a convenience store, and he said, "Get me a Reese's," or "Get me one Reese's." I don't remember it exactly, just that the guy was drunk, and he stole a Reese's cup.
Make me a cheese.
Lordy.
I don't know. Just first thing I thought of whenever I read the grilled cheese thing. Make me a cheese. What? Cheese. Grilled cheese.
Jot this down. We need fun ideas for Drunk Crow.
No, can we not, please?
Yes! Yes!
So I have this idea about the next episode of Steven Universe. So while looking it up, it's got a joke from SpongeBob, my idea. And I was looking it up.
Oh,
And during it, someone has something involving Crow. You know, the whole "how tough are you" thing. And so it's got Crow. It's like how tough are you? And Crow's like, I once cut the hair of my niece. Oh yeah, that's not tough. My niece is Yang Xiaolong. Go on ahead, sir.
oh my god.
That's fantastic. I love it.
See, that's just making me think of the death battle with Yang and Tifa.
Nailed it.
Welcome to the 21st century.
What?
It's the
Georgia
TV.
man robs stores with note containing apology. Police.
Capture digital photographs
Oh, that doesn't
Well,
surprise me in the least.
Well, if you're going to rob someone, you should at least apologize for it. So it's
That kind of
inconvenience
shit
you.
happens in Florida.
I'd love to hear more. In your old school ways, tasting wind,
I'm-
dirt.
God. See, here's the funny thing though. If you're gonna, because with Back with the World's Dumbest, a good third or fourth of them
I could run to bed.
will be in Florida, but specifically in World's Dumbest Drivers or Motorheads, most of them are going to be from Florida. It's kind of amazing.
Florida man Reddit.
I will get it.
Box taking, Baldwin.
Mm.
May the hilarity ensue. Interesting story about towns with weirdos. I remember a couple of my buddies talking about a town nearby. Apparently it's famous for having people who are a bit off or strange. One time, one of my buddies, or rather one of my ex's buddies, tested the water, and there was lead in the water. He made this claim.
Wow.
Well, that explains things.
I'm keeping things a bit vague here since don't want to give away any names or personal details and such.
Right. Oh shit, it's Rose and Ramona Flowers? Shit. This should be interesting.
Huh?
So nice to have my boys.
R. Powell is like, speaking of death battle, Amy Rose or Ramona Flowers. And I didn't realize that Amy was going against Ramona Flowers. I'm kind of like, oh, okay.
Really?
Not really familiar with either.
Amy
Amy
Rose.
Rose is the pink hedgehog from Sonic, and Ramona Flowers is the girl Scott Pilgrim's trying to save.
Oh, I know who the two characters are. I just haven't watched enough of either in their respective franchises to make any comments.
I don't really know Ramona that much.
Florida man.
Jesus.
Oh no.
What?
Florida man braves hurricane to yell "Dicks out for Harambe" on live TV.
That doesn't surprise me.
Stork finds refuge from Hurricane Matthew in Florida man's bathroom.
That doesn't either.
Florida man drunkenly roams the street in the middle of a hurricane to inform people he is not a meteorologist. Okay. I'm
Hell.
done.
Aw, bye, Kylie.
And now, it's ready. You're mine. It's mine.
Our
Oh,
pal,
that is so true.
our
That
pal,
is so fucking true.
I thought the expression was "hold my beer and watch this."
Very special. Do that.
Oh, you gotta short.
Man.
Oh, you gotta shorten it sometimes.
Your time.
Jesus.
Georgia man arrested for sex with the goat.
Again, not surprised.
How many licks does it take to get
Georgia man shoved 5 bags of frozen shrimp down his pants at Family Dollar.
This is not as bad as one guy trying to smuggle hummingbirds out of the country.
How did that come to pass?
He created these special. He sewed in these special little pockets in his pants and put the hummingbirds in there. And basically, when you open up the pants, you have a whole bunch of hummingbirds, and you can only see their heads poking out of the pockets, all snugged in these pants.
What?
I don't know. It's a story I heard from Nash's. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, Will brought up a free. Georgia man smashes door at Waffle House after the price of sausage biscuits goes up by 50 cents.
You may sometimes suffer from a dry mouth. It also comes in handy spray. So you can moisturize your mouth
I
anytime.
don't know what the hell he's talking about. I paid.
For people who suffer from dry mouth symptoms,
Let's see, how much was it?
Oh,
It's to be about $5. It's like I paid $5 for 2 crab and shrimp rolls.
oh, Brain Teaser wants karaoke requests.
Bitches! Because I'm evil like that, and I think the I'm the bad guy one went well, so I'm like, you know what? Let's find some way to fill this crap up. But I'll only do it if I actually know what the hell you're talking about. A kick out of Skype's emojis.
I dare someone to look at some of these headings for Florida and Georgia man and draw a drunk crow doing one of these.
Oh god. Dear Jesus. Well, it's having the time of his life, ladies and gentlemen.
Now I had the time of my life.
And I owe it all to you. That's the only part of that song I know, because it's the only thing that plays on the radio when it came out. Like, Jesus. Oh my god, are you serious?
he was just thrilled.
Crow mistaken for pot and police marijuana search. Oh my god. It's depressing how that does not surprise me. God damn.
Well, he's not as bad as one text conversation I saw where this one person asked their mom to get their calculator out of their desk, and the mom finds these pills and is like, "We didn't raise you to do drugs." It's like, "Mom, just put them in water." It's like, "What are you talking about? Just put them in water." And then she does, and it turns out it's those like sponge dinosaur things that you put the pills in water.
Oh my god.
You're in college. Why do you have these? I don't know. They looked fun.
I used to live in a college dorm filled with gals that were all great big Disney fans. And I swear, each and every one of them knew knew Let It Go by heart. I wouldn't be surprised if they made that a thing, made that a sorority tradition. Memorize the lyrics of Let It Go so we can go across campus singing it, irritating everybody within earshot. I hope none of them are watching this.
Oh my god. Fudge.
Nah, that was a pretty fun group of people.
Let's see, where is the... There's the notebook. All right. Do. All right.
I forgot about this one.
There's no catch. Whoever grows the most grapes. I'm going out on a limb here. Almost being the pants off to lose.
Georgia man busted with cocaine, wearing only a turban and high heels.
Actually did teach me something. You out of my house.
A turban.
What's a Jeff Dunham joke that makes me think of?
Georgia man stole 195 sticks of deodorant.
I'll be the freshest man in town.
For like a couple years, maybe.
At least he didn't steal Axe body spray.
Oh!
Interesting story. I used to work in retail, and they had to put the razors in those glass boxes that you had to use a key or special thing to open. They had to put razors in there because people would sneak in and steal them.
Okay, you mean like shaving razors or like the little razor blades?
Shaving razors.
God. Cheap motherfuckers!
Oh, I have another story. There was a couple that would come in every so often, and one would keep the cashier or other personnel distracted, while the other would sneak through the aisles and sneak a few items, and then they'd walk back out. The manager knew who they were and said to keep an eye out for them. Not sure if they ever got caught, but they got away with this quite a few different times.
She makes her own decisions. And why do you care?
Yeah.
Do you see an advantage for the deliveries?
Georgia man accused of burglarizing homes wearing only a cowboy hat.
And not surprised, although I half expected that to be Texas man.
May just have to ask one of my buddies about that.
Let's see. Hey. Okay, the stupidest story I've ever heard was, I don't remember what state this was in, but a cop busts this one dude on a marijuana charge and decides to take the evidence home. A couple hours later, his precinct gets a 911 call saying, "We need help. My wife and I ate pot brownies and I think we're dead." And then later on, he's like, "Oh, my mother-in-law's here. I gotta go."
This is the way that I like to live. Yes, yeah.
Because they called her mother-in-law for some fucking reason.
Mother-in-law, mother-in-law. For the words evil I know, mother-in-law.
Yes. Okay. Oh my god, what was the other one? The other stupid marijuana story I know is the one where the two teenagers. I can't remember. I don't think they ever mentioned what fast food chain it was, but these two cops ordered dinner, and they went on parked over somewhere else and ate it, and they start feeling funny. Stupid little fucks behind the counter decided to be funny and be like, "Oh, let's put our pot in the burgers because it looks just like lettuce."
No, it doesn't.
Keep in mind, I'm pretty sure they actually knew that these burgers were going to the cops.
No.
So I don't put it past them for them thinking that pot looks like lettuce.
This burger's for a cop. Don't spit in it. Why'd you say that? Oh, so that's that. I say that so that way he won't spit on it. This look like spit to you? A bit. Didn't think I'd be able to make a Super Troopers reference today. A liter of cola.
Jesus.
Since last week.
Frankie, there was
Taste the meat, not the heat.
I haven't seen you.
I'm sure this was on World's Dumbest and they talked about this. That's how they described it. So either their source got it wrong or we're talking about two different stories. Because I wouldn't put it past me to realize that two different places had a situation like this. Because teenagers, well, certain teenagers are stupid motherfuckers. Somebody's sleepy.
Good night, Frankie.
Maybe we're gonna stay like this forever. Make us apart. We'll just come back from the world. Oh, we'll be twice the gem that you are.
Oh boy, the phase.
Any suggestions for a title for this particular podcast?
Welcome to the South.
And then what should the title card be? I'm half tempted to put Hank Hill there, but I don't think it fit because there hasn't really been any discussion about Hank Hill.
Let me see something.
Cats, did you take my pens?
Another suggestion for title: Florida Man. And hey, y'all, watch this.
But there's nothing to watch. Literally, there has not even been like a screen share on this yet.
Because I'm too lazy to bring stuff up and put it on screen.
Exactly. So I'm like,
I don't feel like it.
Florida man discuss ships. Starts ranting when his no TP is brought up.
wait, is that
Clickbait.
legit or are you being facetious?
Facetious.
Okay.
Title-ish. Oogie, get off my desk.
Okay. Okay, so 2 votes for Florida Man.
I like working myself still. Wait. Okay, what were we talking about in like the very beginning?
Crap, I don't remember.
Wait, Chainsaws in Florida Man. That's the title.
All right.
Yeah, and and I just started inking the picture for the chainsaw thing.
Florida Man sells chainsaws.
Welcome to the South. We have chainsaws.
Okay, I like that one. Welcome to the South. We have chainsaws.
You
I'm
see,
going with
kids, when handling a chainsaw,
Oh my god.
Oh my god. May just have to keep this particular Breed Talk open discussion format. I'm liking it.
Yes.
Maybe use Steven Universe or Loudhouse or otherwise as a springboard and just go from there.
This year, bring your holiday memories to life.
When a man loves a chainsaw.
man loves a chainsaw. He only loves it once.
No, I had to make that reference because I ran the tech for the stage show at a haunted house I was working at, and I had to hold the flashlight because this one dude couldn't remember the lyrics to his song, which is "When a Man Loves a Woman." And then our pal makes that comment, and that connection comes to my head, and there we go. Conversation. That's how we got from Pokemon to chainsaws.
Why is a man singing Michael Bolton in a haunted house?
Well, see, the stage was outside of the haunt. We had a stage for the stage show. We had the main haunt. We had a little putt-putt golf course, and we had a... Did we have a zombie maze that year? I don't remember.
There was a man singing Michael Bolton in a haunted house to set the atmosphere, set the mood. He's trying to serenade his ghost girlfriend or something.
It's kind of like the
No.
it's kind of like the Warner Brothers and the Warner Sisters punishment in hell. You will spend an eternity in here listening to whiny protest songs from the 60s. Oh, I hate the government more than you and me. The government unplugged my TV. The government killed my goldfish and unplugged my TV.
I've never heard this. Now, for the
Okay.
record, we had 2 stage shows. One was meant to be scary, and the other one is the Michael Bolton one.
Are you sure that's not the scary one?
No, because the scary one had AC/DC and Alice Cooper, which I loved. It was so perfect. Because we had a contortionist for that one, and that was beautiful.
Nice. All right, probably getting ready to wind down and wrap things up. Any closing comments?
The hell you mean I mixed those up?
Oh, okay. Looks like it's just the water line. We can patch that.
Not just the water lines. It's old.
I guess it's through the harvest.
It won't. The motor receives.
Well, then what are we going to do? I can't afford a new one.
It benefits both of us. Split the cost.
No, I can't afford half of one either.
No, wait, that's my comment. What the hell are you talking about, our Powell?
I like my drink shaken, not stirred.
I can't even drink yet.
Not missing out on anything. Tastes like crap.
Looks as if I can believe what happened. Mittens chewed off the water line. And that makes us responsible for the which is terrible.
Okay, any closing comments?
I have too many papers around me.
Going to quote our pal because I like this. Florida man lives on in our hearts. Or loves on in our hearts.
Must be the lead talking.
Are known for being crafty. I mean, I should know. Marco? All that DeLuca charm.
And
Marco. They're on the same team.
We'll always love this chainsaw.
God. Feels good.
Okay.
Feels good.
Good night, everybody. And if you plan on purchasing a chainsaw, please be safe.
You can break price with us.
Well, don't go endorsing things now.
Our Powell, why are you screaming?
Any closing comments about chainsaws, SR?
Let's see. A closing comment about the chainsaw. No, but due to the recent mention of Alice Cooper, all I'm thinking about is his performance in the Muppet Show episode where he guest starred in.
Yes!
And he sang a love ballad with Miss Piggy.
Go watch the Love Ballad. And on that note, good night, everybody.